So today I'm fitting the SW Motech Urban panniers to my CB300R, and I understand that the CB125R has got the same setup. I've already cracked off the pillion. I've already fitted them on the other side, the bracket on the other side. So I've cracked off the nuts that hold on the rear footrest. They also support the exhaust on the other side, but that didn't cause me a problem. Just do them one at a time, so that the exhaust is loaded by one of the bolts while you're putting the washer on, spacer washer on, and then supported by the spacer washer side when you put in the bracket on. On this side, obviously, there's no problem. All that spacer washer stuff will make more sense. Also, there's two bolts under here that hold on the tail cluster, and I've just cracked those off as well. So yeah, just that's all I've done. So I've got the set of instructions there. I've got a tap, which I actually needed, just an M6x1. I needed them on the other side for one of the bolts. I think some of the powder coating had got into the thread and it just needed dressing up, so worth having an M6x1 with you. I've got an 8/6, and I don't know if it's a 5 or a 4, but it fits anyway. So a set of Allen keys for each of the screws here. So the screws, you've got two countersunk screws and a standard Allen headed bolt. You need the small Allen key for the two screws, need the middle Allen key for the long bolts here and this one here, and then you need the big one for the hanger screws. Got 3 bobbins and an adapter bobbin that goes inside there like that, and then there's the spacer I was talking about, and washers for each of the nut. There's the bracket, and I've also got the old faithful copper slip. So I'm going to get started now, and see how we get on. So I'm going to remove the rear, remove the bolt at the back here, so that's taken away. We don't use that again. Gonna load up the large bolt, and I'm just going to do the nut. So I'm just going to put you down a second. In fact, I might just turn you around like that. Let's see what I'm doing. Just going to put a little bit of copper slip on there. Okay, I'm going to take the spacer and I'm going to slot it between the hanger, the footrest hanger, and so there we go. You can see the nut now I've actually slotted into place there, and there's the washer or spacer. So I'm just gonna tidy that up just a little bit, and then remove this one here. Ready to receive the other side. Okay, so that's that all just loose and hanging there out the way. So there's the washer again. Now I'm going to take the tail tidies off. Now the tail tidy is actually supported by 4 bolts, so you can undo the 2 on this side. They're only short diddy things. Again, we're going to discard that one, and I'm going to discard that one. So these are the original Honda ones that we're just, well, I'm not going to discard them. I'm going to put them away in the pack so that if I ever want to take these off, I can do so. Now I'm going to take these 2 long screws here that we looked at before, put the washers on them. I'm just going to grease them up. A little bit of copper slip there, a little bit of copper slip here, and I'm just going to offer this up, putting in the back one first, the rear one first, moving it out the way. I'll put that down, try not to get dust on it. Just going to offer that up to the bike like that. There we go. You can see that's one bolt in. There you go, one bolt in. And I'm just going to put the other one in now. So there we go, both bolts are in. Just supporting them while I do up the each of the bolts. Do another set of hands here. Should have the missus out here really filming this, but she's not so well. I don't want to get this done. Right, so I've not tightened it all right up because I want it to be a little bit loose. So I've got a little bit of play here, and that's so that I can line this up and get the bolt in, and you know, I'm not wrestling with torsion there. So I'm just gonna grease up the other bolt now. A bit too much there, and let's see if we can line up. Yeah, I'm going to need two hands for this as well. Yeah, with the big one. Just start to nip it up there, so that's going to pull down fine. Now with the front one with the washer, that feels alright. Back to the back ones. I'm not going to bore you with torquing these up. The torque settings are in the manual that comes with the fitting instructions. Tells you what to do. Now with the bobbins, just going to grease up the front one. The silver one, I haven't actually worked out why we've got a silver one and this spacer and everything yet. I'm just following the instructions, but they're you know, it's what's in the instructions. And they tell you to put the silver one at the front. So the silver one is going at the front. I presume it's something to do with how the whole thing locks together. This one feels like it's going to go together all right and isn't going to need a tap. Right, so there we are, and these bobbins, they all just slot on like that, and again, I'm not going to bore you too much with I'm not going to bore you at all with getting the torque wrench out and tightening them down. Just going to put them in place. So we've got the silver one see, we've got the silver one at the front now. Let me move around so you've got a bit better light. You can see that they've got a silver one with a bobbin at the front there that sticks out and protrudes a bit. See that? And then you've got the countersunk ones that are buried in the middle there, and there's plenty of grease. So that's it basically. Just gotta torque them down and then understand how the boxes actually fit on them. But that's how it goes together. All nice and neat. and yeah, quite pleased with that. Good little job. And thanks for watching.